What? Global Dokkan released a very weird tweet, and initially I brushed it off because I didn't think this was real. Turns out it is. The actual Dokkan Wiki released this tweet right here, and it's basically a 2-question survey that they link for you to go check out and answer. And you have until the 12th of December to fill it out. So this is basically it. And this is just for global. I checked JP, they don't have it. And I've been refreshing a lot. JP has yet to receive any sort of an announcement like this. And I don't know why my internet is so slow right now, but shout out internet. You're awesome. But these are the 2 questions. Link skill level up or skill orbs. Which one is the key to absolute strength? And God Goku, BEERUS, and WHIS. Which one would you like to extreme the awaken first? So this is a global exclusivo, people. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know if this is going to be happening on JP at some point. All I know is that I am very curious to see what they have to offer, because I don't think I've ever seen a tweet like this before. So if you click on the link, you will be taken to this. You can click on this through your Twitter. This is not available on your in-game news. I've checked in-game. There is no link. So this is exclusively on Twitter. So I think you can probably vote multiple times unless they have you register, which I don't think you have to. But anyway, it's a 2-question survey. So even though they're saying what's the key to absolute strength, in reality, they're asking you, what do you want more, right? They're asking you, what do you want in game more often? The most voted for items might appear in game. What? So obviously, whatever you say here will influence their decision. Now, the question is link skill or skill orbs? My answer is skill orbs, and I feel like most people should agree. The reason why is because link leveling up has never been an active a mechanic in the game, something that people were supposed to be doing actively. It was supposed to be a passive thing where as you play the game, sort of like with any RPG, your units start to level up slowly in different dimensions or different capacities, right? Sort of like Fire Emblem or Pokemon, their stat growth is a thing. That's what link skills were. But then people sort of adopted into this new phenomenon where we want to max link level characters, and that's sort of taken on its own thing. And now it's become one of the more sought after mechanics for hardcore players. So stages like the Meta Cooler, enhanced link level up stage, the Toon Keys once a month, things like that have now been implemented to satiate those types of players who can't get enough link leveling. But out of the two, I think the more pertinent thing and the more important thing would be the skill orbs. The reason why is because this is more readily available. It doesn't require hours and hours of doing the same thing. So this is going to be something that benefits players a lot more. And that's why I think this is what people should be voting for. Because think about the more skill orbs you get, the more EX skill orbs you get, the better skill orbs you obtain, the more options you're going to have for units at the 55% level. Recently, I've noticed that we've had so many EX skill orbs that I've actually had the luxury to actually give my units decent silver and bronze slot skill orbs for showcases or first runs and things like that. So other players would like to have that similar sort of luxury. The problem is one little superficial issue that I guess there would be with more skill orbs would inevitably be the ability to keep track of them. Like, for example, if you wanted to remove an EX skill orb from unit A and you want to put it on your newly acquired unit B, where the heck is that skill orb going to be? Do you have to manually find the unit that had that skill orb to begin with? Or is there some way in game to like retrieve it? Like if you go to an inventory, there's one slot dedicated to that item that you obtained. And if you click on it and you hold it, it shows you where it's equipped. Something like that needs to happen, because eventually with more EX skill orbs and more ways to equip these sorts of abilities to lesser characters, sometimes you're going to lose some of those skill orbs in the shuffle. So I think there needs to be a better way to organize that. So just pick skill orbs. Well, I mean, that's my opinion. Whatever you want, pick it. I think skill orbs is the clear choice. And that's sort of my opinion as to why. This could also mean that there could be some changes coming. Like maybe they're on top of that whole thing. Maybe they're going to add some sort of an update in the future where they will allow you to track where your skill orbs are being equipped. Instead of you wondering where they went, having to manually click on each unit and finding it, it will tell you. Maybe they're working on that. Maybe that's why they're doing this. Maybe they're on the cusp of some cool updates, and they're also planning some sort of a celebration. Maybe this is a global first. I mean, I don't know. Delay the global timeline even more, throw it into more chaos by giving us a Battle of Gods thing for part 2. Sure. Why not? I don't know. So, and now let's talk about part 2, or the second question. Which one would you like to have Extreme Z Awaken first? Honestly, I'm having a tough time deciding this, because I feel like the practical answer, the better answer would be the God Goku, because this unit would link better with some of the units that we've been acquiring these days, the 7-year gods. The Tech Godku would be at risk of being replaced, but there are more units that I feel would probably be more suited for this, because Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, this is probably the better option. But then again, you know, I love me some BEERUS. So am I going with what I like, or am I going with what I think should be? I don't know. So you should decide for yourselves which one would you like to have Extreme Z Awaken first. I have a feeling what's probably going to happen is whichever one wins, Global gets that first, and then we get the other one later on. It could be sort of like what we had a few years ago when the physical Vegito Blue and the AGL Goku Black Rose received their EZAs. We received some sort of a similar situation where global players had to vote and pick which one they wanted, and then Global got that EZA first, and then Global got the other one soon after. I think JP had to wait on both of them. Let me just pull these up real quick. I can't recall off the top of my head where that tweet was that they had. I'll try to link it in the description if I can find it, but that EZA for Global was in February of 2020. JP got it in May, and then for Rose, who lost the vote, May 29th, and then JP got it in June. So we could be headed to something similar on Global again with these two EZAs. So these are the two units. If you guys want to theorize what the potential EZAs could look like, feel free to do so. Obviously, for the Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans lead, this will go up to something like P+4, 150, maybe 160, 170. I don't know, one of those two. Greatly raising attack and defense. Maybe this could be a multiple turns type thing. That would actually be pretty cool. Since the Ultra Super already does that, maybe they massively raise attack and defense for a few turns, possibly. And then obviously they'll just buff this all around. Maybe they even bump this up to Great Chance. Maybe that might be too much, but we'll see. You know, I don't really have much in terms of ideas for what they could add to this, but it would be really cool to do something like that, because if you're going to be getting this EZA, you have to compete with other units of the same name. And when you think GOKU, there is no better GOKU right now in game than the Tech GOKU. So this EZA has to transcend this unit right here. What is a unit that could possibly be better than a unit that orb changes and facilitates some of the best units in the game in terms of their attacks, and has a 77% damage reduction against some of the best category, well, not some of the best, but one of the biggest categories in the game in Pure Saiyans. So it's going to be a very difficult out for the Int GOKU LR to topple this. So I hope that they do it justice and make this guy a really, really good EZA, especially if they're going about this so brazenly with this whole like social media marketing campaign. I hope they do something to deliver. And then for the LR God, or the BEERUS and WHIS, in terms of a leader, I mean, this guy's not going to be a category lead. He's just going to be a super STR lead, P+4, 120, just like the other type leads. I'm going to be very interested to see what they do with all of this. Are they going to do some sort of a rage mechanic, sort of like a makeshift rage mechanic? When he gets hit, he gets really, really strong, base stat line, some sort of an extra damage reducer, or some sort of extra perk when in the presence of a WHIS or another BEERUS. I don't know. I have no idea, because other BEERUSes in general don't really have abilities that float my boat. I've never really found myself too comfortable running BEERUSes for anything. The only one that comes close to being, I guess, moderately reliable could be this guy, but only when you have type advantage. This guy just gets stronger attack-wise. Defensively, BEERUS has never been a defensive unit. Could this BEERUS and WHIS help influence that? Could the WHIS effect allow for this unit to have some sort of a 70% chance to dodge? Could the WHIS effect include some sort of, I don't know, like unconditional 70% dodge, and then combine that with a rage mechanic? If you get hit with an attack, then you get like 200 attack boost. I don't know. You guys come up with the ideas, you let me know, and let's discuss what these potential EZAs could look like, and let's see if Global actually gets something hype for once before JP. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this entire tweet, this whole social media campaign. What do you guys pick? Skill orbs versus link skills? Do you guys pick BEERUS and WHIS versus GOKU? Let me know what and why in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when I see more stuff. I don't know what I just said. I just totally blurbled. So let YouTube know you want to see more about whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I love you. Goodbye.